Well, if you're like a lot of us in the newsroom, you might catch yourself watching a little bit of the Little League World Series over the next few days. There's something about those boys playing for the love of the game that really tugs on our old heartstrings. But a writer for Yahoo Sports says not so fast. Dan Wetzel points out televising the games means somebody's making money, and he says the kids should get their fair share. Now, he's not talking about a lot of money. He says maybe a few $100 a game. He even suggests putting the money in a college fund if that makes people feel more comfortable. Now at 9, what do you think of this idea?
I don't have a problem with a college fund, but I think there should be a stipulation at age 18, or once you graduate high school. If you don't use it for college, it gets rolled back into something else.
I have a problem with it all the way around. I just don't think we should be getting into the habit of paying young kids and athletes, to play the game. It's about the love of the game, whether you go all the way to the championship or not. Because at the NCAA, hello, University of Miami, they're already in some hot water for, paying players at that level. You can't do it. I just think it's bad. You're treading on bad territory there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a double-edged sword here because somebody's making tons of money on this.
Well, then you know what? Then you give it to charity or you do something like that. But to get these young athletes thinking it's okay to get paid to do something that you really shouldn't get paid for till you are a professional.
But is it getting paid if it's going into a fund to help pay for their college? Is that getting paid?
But if they don't go to college, then they get. I just think it's just a really dangerous.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope. And
I see what you're saying. If they get it now, they're probably going to expect it later, and then they can run into big problems.
And then it takes away from the whole love of the game thing.
That's it. All right. That's it.
Christy Maurer writes, it costs the parents huge money to participate in Little League. If they go this far and the organization is making money off of it, it should filter down to the families as well.
And Mariana Rado writes, what happened for the love of the game? I think MLB are ridiculously paid too high.
Shannon Haskett says, wow, no, let's bypass teaching good sportsmanship and go directly to greed.
Josh Janos writes, I think they shall all be given $1 million in Chuck E. Cheese coins.
I like that.
You can buy a lot of...
some of these players, Sean, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't it 10 to 12, roughly that age group? I mean, when you're talking about a 10-year-old knowing I'm going to get paid to play, I just think, again, when they're in high school and become collegiate players, they want money. They want money right out of the gate.
Yeah, I don't know if I buy that. I mean, it's one thing to hand them, $500. It's an entirely different story to say, hey, because they're making money off this, you're going to have some money set aside for college in, 10 years from now. I just think those are two very different things. But again, where is the money going? Is it going towards Little League baseball? I mean, obviously, Little League baseball is probably getting some of the money.
Well, no matter who is playing on that network, it's the network that's making the money. So does it really matter? I mean, should it really bother you that the networks are making money off the kids playing?
Well, the kids want it to be on TV, whether they get paid or not.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, if you said to them, "Hey, we're going to pull this off the network," they'd say, "No, we want to be on TV."
Well, that's what Jennifer Creasy Turner says. She says, "No, come on, they are in Little League. I'm sure they are just happy to be there and be on TV,
and getting that recognition."
It's the adults who bring it into a money thing.